Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle and another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. Because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's so rightfully ours. And here is the new custom zippo lighter that we just ordered for the cigar pipe that has everything we've been talking about. And on today's episode of Cigar Talk, we're going to be making a cigar. And so it's going to be how to roll a cigar. Now, a cigar is made up of strictly tobacco leaves, and depending on the brand, the company, where it's from, it may be composed of 4 to 5 leaves. And so I ordered this blend from Whole Leaf Tobacco. And I was sent Dominican Seco, a lot of this, so this is what's going to go on the inside. So Seco, Dominican Ligero, and then we have a Sumatra binder and a Nicaraguan shade wrapper. So I am going to show you how to hand roll a cigar. Now, I've only rolled one. So this is going to be my second one. And from looking at it, sometimes they have Viso, Ligero, and Seco. And so with this one, they gave me a lot of Seco. So we're doing 2 parts Seco and 1 part Ligero for the filler on the inside. So what you want to do is, you may have just 1 Seco, 1 Ligero, and 1 Viso. Or you may have 2 Viso, 2 Ligero, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But we're gonna take 2 Seco, and this part just fell out, but I'm just gonna add this as more filler. So we're gonna take 2 of these. All right, gonna take 2 of these leaves. And they did send something I could use for cigar glue, but I decided not to, just cause, and I just held the cigar, and I just held it together. And so you'll see. So 2 Seco, 1 Ligero, is what we're going to use on the inside. That's my dog Bailey, Greyhound Labrador, mixed breed, roaming around, minding her business, doing her thing, interested in nature. So the method that I saw was called the accordion method. So what you want to do is, you want to take the leaf, and just fold it on top of itself like an accordion. So you're going to start to make these types of folds. And it's okay about the loose ends, because we're just going to rip those off and fill those in the middle. So we're just taking mainly that big body part that we can put together. And so it kind of just folds like that. You know what I'm saying? So have your folds, and do that with each leaf. You want to do that with each leaf. So take it, and fold it. Now, this is by any means not going to be a neat cigar, by any means necessary. Now, of course, if you take your time and be very patient, and there are ways that you can definitely make it neater and cleaner. For example, I'm not going to use any cigar glue. I didn't use anything I'm not going to use anything to form it or to hold it. I'm just simply putting the cigar together. Too smooth. And so even with like this part right here, what he did was just rip it and then fill it in. So I just folded it up, boom, boom, boom. And then you just kind of compress it. Because what you're going to do is wrap this up again anyway. So squishing all those in there, squishing all that in there. And this is going to lead to the body of the cigar. This leads to the body of the cigar. So as you can tell, this is going to be a fat boy. This is going to be a fat boy. And so, yeah, what I would even say is just like really just compress it. Really compress it, fill it down in there. This is literally the middle part of your cigar. This is literally the middle part of your cigar. So from here, all you're doing from here is you're going to take this and now you do the same thing with the wrapper and with the binder. Now, he had a smooth way of getting the stem out, but I just kind of just ripped it out. So after you have your Viso, Ligero, and Seco, but in this case, the Seco and Ligero, you want to take the binder, and it has a stem that goes down the middle of it. So you want to take that stem out. And I think this is the only part to, like, just taking these parts here. Just if you take your time and just be careful with this, then I think this is like perfectly fine to just rip this out. Babe, back up. She's stepping on the tobacco, man. So yeah, I'm just close to pinching and pulling off at the stem. You know what I'm saying? Just the naked stem by itself. That's what you want to take out. Bailey, back up, not now. She has no regard for what she steps on. Back up, please. All right. Get this stem out the way. And then if you fold it on top of each other, it should look like this. That's on the other side. And so what you want to do from here is take this, lay it on the leaf, because actually all I ended up doing, lay it on the leaf and then roll it. Because what I ended up doing was just rolling the opposite way with the binder to kind of help keep it with any type of composure. And this is the part where you kind of really want to hone in on if you want it, how do I say? Just looking at the composure of it, how tight you want it and things. And so I didn't do too well of a job on that end. So, but this binder wasn't that big, I guess. I'm gonna try one more time just to get some more of it. Oh, and actually, I was supposed to put this closer towards the edge, right here. That's why. So the part that you want to have closed up, you want closer to the edge. All right, the part that you want closed up, you want closer to the edge. And he said at about a 45-degree angle and roll. And this is where you can figure out how tight you're going to have it, how well compressed it's going to be. So here we have that rough looking cigar. We have a rough looking cigar on the inside. So what I'm going to do is, you're going to do the same thing with the wrapper. I'm going to do the same thing with the wrapper, but I'm going to start down here to wrap it, and then I'm going to cut it. The other parts was, so like with this wrapper, if you see that it's very dry and brittle, then what he would suggest is, especially if you have a flat table, just putting just a little bit of distilled water. I don't know the difference between distilled, purified, none of that, but he said distilled water, and just kind of rubbing it into the leaf flatly, gently, just to bring it back to life. But mine is pretty much malleable. So I'm just going to take out that leaf, take out the stem. Bailey. Now, again, taking out the stems is the part that I would extremely be careful with. The beginning part, folded into accordion, that's just the stuffing. No muffin, man. But he had a smooth way of taking this leaf out. Where it was just wrapping around his hand and just pulling straight down. So, yeah, the end parts of that was very brittle, and that's fine. And you want to do the same thing. You want this actually laid out flat, and then he even took this, and he said the easiest way to do it is make it into take a pizza cutter and cut it into a nice crescent moon shape. But I am going to leave it as is. I'm going to leave it as is. And since that part is more brittle, I'm gonna start with that in. All right. So again, I ended off on this part, on this end here. So I'm just gonna come back through. I'm gonna start on this end. And let's put this up right. Well, it's okay because you can cut off the ends anyway. So, starting off here, He said put it at about a 45-degree angle. Make sure that joint is wrapped up. And then wrap it one more time. And if you do this part nice and neatly, well, any part of it nice and neatly, it'll come out pretty decent. It'll come out pretty decent. Because, for instance, if you glue right there, if I put a piece of glue right there, then it will come out to be like an okay cigar. It will come out to be an okay cigar. But what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to take this cigar, I'm going to take I have a regular, you know what I'm saying? You can take a regular cigar cutter. And almost, I thought about like this, you know what I'm saying? Having like that torpedo shaped type cigar. Boom. So I think that's what you technically probably could do anyway. For me, that's how I'm going to cap it off right here. Take the cigar cutter. And all this back frilly part right here, just gonna cut that off. And so mind you, if you think about it, if I had actual cigar glue, it'll look like this. And it would hold up pretty well. It would hold up pretty well. But this is with no materials. Just what you have. Just using what you have. And I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of the top part here where it was still frilly. And the reason I thought it would be okay to even not have cigar glue is because you're gonna hold the cigar. You know what I'm saying? You're holding your cigar. So here is a hand-rolled cigar. It's my first one. My second one that I hand-rolled. This is the second cigar I ever hand-rolled. So this is a hand-rolled cigar. Boom. Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle. Now, maybe due to the blend, maybe due to how loosely it is wrapped, it does breathe really well. It's not a hard pull. Which is what I enjoy. I'll show it to you. It breathes really well. I just think this is cool to just be able to hand roll your own cigar. And again, if I wanted to change up the taste of it to a little bit, instead of doing 2 parts Seco, I could do 2 parts Ligero and 1 part Seco. This is my second one for today. Now this blend, again, well, you know how I do my cigar ratings. A 7 is I would smoke it again. Clearly, I'm smoking it again. But I would definitely try out some of their other flavors, their other blends. So they have a Azul Corrado Oscuro. Is a sweet, full-body smoke with a hint of cherry and currant. I think I might try that. Flavorful filler with a fine Maduro wrapper. Yeah, I love Maduro, so I'm definitely gonna try that. This one is the Melodioso Cremosa. Unique blend using the finest Dominican lawn filler and a silky smooth Ecuador shade wrapper. The finished product will yield a mild to medium cigar strength. They have a Honduras Gran Habano. That has a Maduro wrapper. But I saw Criollo up here. They have a Taroso Profundo, a spicy wrapper, darkly nutty binder, and flavorful filler blend. Medium to full body Caribbean style cigars. And I think I want to try that because it says that Criollo 98 Lajero. And I like the Leaf by Oscar Criollo. And then they have a Sabrosa Medio and an Oscuro y Rico. So as you can tell, it breathes really well, smokes well. I look at the visuals. It's not a white ash. I won't give it credit for being a white ash, but it's a light gray. So yeah, that is how you hand roll a cigar.